Hello mares, welcome back! You joined me today in SimCity BuildIt at night time. The Tokyo Town update rolled out last week, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that while getting my city going today. Then I'll show you a little video montage and we'll talk about a great tip for solving your traffic problems in your own cities. So the Tokyo Town update was a pretty exciting experience for me actually. I managed to upload and release the very first player-made video available anywhere about the Tokyo Town update, which is a really big coup for just some random guy sitting at home with a computer making the occasional video and not some, professional YouTuber or something. So it was really exciting when the video took off, and it's just gone over 2,000 views. So lots of people are watching it, and it looks like lots of people are watching all the way through as well, which is great to see. So I hope the tips and information I passed on in that video were really useful to you. We're just having a look around Daniel's city here. Nothing much, let's buy his stuff. One of the things though in that video I wasn't able to cover in more detail was the new mailbox feature. It wasn't clear how that would work, and there wasn't much information in the patch notes, and I guessed that maybe it had something to do with once you've built this airport you could maybe get airmail. Well, that's not the case. Over on Reddit, EA Amelie, who I think is the community manager for SimCity BuildIt, has confirmed that for now the mailbox will appear when news about the game is sent out from the game team or whenever you receive a gift or a reward. And the icon actually appears on the sort of home screen here. If you look over on the left hand side of the friends icon, the social thing, I'll just tap that now so you should see that change. Just underneath that icon is where the mailbox appears. It's a little green envelope in that space and it pops up there. There has been one other change as well I want to talk about since the Tokyo Town update, which is to the Global Trade Center. So now when you tap in, you'll notice this message at the top: Global Trade HQ ads will refresh in 27 seconds. So that means when you tap through to somebody else's city now and try and buy something, let's see if we can get these things now. Maybe we can snag some of this. No, we can't. Quite often I'm finding this being a problem, that when you go to refresh it, it doesn't pull up the ads you already know are there. You can see them flashing up on the screen for a second there, and then they don't come back. And sometimes they do, like the has just done there. Now we've got the end of that 30 seconds, we can refresh the ads and go back in. And I'm not sure how I feel about this system right now. I've seen a lot of people kind of criticising it because they want to sort of tap and move on and feel like they're getting through the game and doing things, and I think if a feature like this slows players' experience down, then that's going to be disappointing for them. But if it works, I can see the upside and the benefit, because it means there'll be less kind of calls to the Global Trading Center system, and maybe the servers will run a little bit better. But if you're stuck here and it says, there's nothing here for sale right now, but there are, then that's just a frustrating experience for players. So I think they need to do a little bit more work on that. Let's go ahead now and I will show you the video montage I've got. It's about 3 minutes long, because you probably noticed I'm at level 11 right now, and I think last time I left you I was at level 9. I tried to record this episode a couple of days ago, but I had some major problems with the video and in-game sound on my microphone. I messed up a couple of settings, I think, trying to record things separately for the first time. It didn't work out. But I've got some footage for you anyway, with a nice bit of music over, so let's go ahead and watch that, and I'll see you in a bit. So we're back, Mares. I hope you enjoyed that little montage there. We're now going to cover the traffic tip that I talked about at the start of the episode. As you can see, I've actually just upgraded to level 12 and unlocked police precincts, the small police stations and the basic police stations, and an additional factory. And I'll cover all that content next episode, along with the just released Tokyo Town City Lights update, which adds some new content. First though, I'm going to talk about traffic and a post that I saw over on the SC BuildIt subreddit by a guy called MarcusDrakus. And I've been toying around with traffic for a while, trying to find a way to avoid the traffic problems in the city and different kinds of layouts that would help to make sure that traffic could move freely on and off the roads here, as you're seeing in the middle of the screen. You can see the traffic moving on and off the left hand side of the road without impeding or slowing the other traffic down, which is great, and that's what we want. Well, MarcusDrakus over on the SC BuildIt subreddit came up with this simple and really elegant solution where you minimise the number of intersections in your city. So these things here that I've got right at the start of my city, you can turn left or you can turn right, and if you notice now, I've basically got one long and winding road all the way around my city. It goes up and down through the buildings, turns around the factories here and the power stations, comes all the way down here, along the beachfront, and then back to the start of the city. And I can move this one intersection and take that out if I want, like I said. There is another solution to this, and although you do need in general the roads to be as long as you can, you could also go for a setup like this, where you have, instead of say 2 spaces here between each of these, let's pop a factory in here so you can see the size. You can see right now these spaces in between these roads are 2. Imagine they're 4 though, for example's sake, and this is on a much larger scale. You could create a little bit of aesthetic difference by having a road which did this around your city. You need to make sure you keep the roads on the ends here long enough, and perhaps, keep an eye and see if they're accruing traffic, but this solution would work fairly well as well. But the absolute best solution right now for traffic is this one proposed by MarcusDrakus, who I had a chat to over on subreddit actually, about using this solution and showcasing it in a video, and he was happy for that to happen. So do go over to that subreddit and show your love for the post. I will put a link in the description. And the key thing about this is the fact that when you upgrade your city to a much larger size, and as you can see here now, we've got the traffic problems here along this bottom half, and I'll show me solving those right now while I talk about it. The key thing about solving these traffic problems is that traffic and roads get very, very costly. You have to make sure that you upgrade your roads to the sort of 4 and then the 6-lane highways. Well, with this solution, it'll support skyscrapers and everything else all the way up, and you don't need to upgrade to the 6-lane highways, which saves you an awful lot of money. So right now you can see here, this is 4,500 simoleons to get to a 4-lane road. You can see all these people are already unhappy, these 6 buildings here with the traffic problem. Let's go ahead and build this road here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back down this side. We'll connect it up, and the traffic problem has disappeared. There's no desire for them to have the road upgraded, and you can see the little green faces. And immediately they're much happier, and it's all sorted. So there's no traffic problems in the city now. We have got these police problems, which is why we're down at 75%. And like I said, we will tackle police next episode. So I'll go ahead and finish up here for today. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are and whatever you're gaming with right now. And I'll see you next time, Mares.